Apostles are humans turned into their darkest parts. That's the point when In tries to completely devour Yang through the usage of a behelit and the sacrifice of the dearest of the behelit user. Do the weak turn themselves into apostles when presented the opportunity? Maybe, maybe not. The fact is that everyone carries the sphere of the half and half, Yin and Yang. Yin, the dark part, tends to pull in its direction fairly easily because of the way the world is structured. Man thought of right and wrong. Nature doesn't care about that in any way. Nature is the way it is. Hunger is a truth. Pain is a truth. Desire is a truth. Death is a truth. Man understands the necessity of these facts, but also has enough intelligence to question this exact necessity and try to avoid it. Any animal would do the same had it the intelligence of man. With time, humans get more evidence that the avoidance, or at least the reduction of these truths, is partially possible, so it weighs down on them to do so as soon as possible, if ever. If you were presented with the opportunity to use a behelit, the question is how unlikely is it that most humans wouldn't take it? Behelits are presented to their potential users in the utmost moment of need. Griffith lost the functionality of his body. Wilde was at the end of his miserable and resentful old life. Ganishka was about to lose everything he possessed and his life. What brings you to think, Berserk reader, that in that pathetic moment in your life, the moment when you're at your lowest and all weaknesses are unveiled, you would be able to control your impulses, fears and desires in a split of a second? Are you really that more virtuous than every other human turned apostle? You really think you have such control over yourself? You think you can't be engulfed by your in a second? A historical comparison amongst many would be Nazi Germany. When looking back, people rarely imagine themselves to be in the shoes of the evildoer. I couldn't have been a Nazi underling. I wouldn't use a behelit to save myself. Reality points otherwise. In the book, Ordinary Men, German policemen raised before the Nazi propaganda were tasked to arrest Jews and later even round them up and shoot them. Those policemen were not forced though. They could just leave if they didn't want the job. Nevertheless, no one did. They did their job and justified it in different ways. Morality bends, you see. Human concepts are not eternal natural truths. Griffith saw a bigger vision in the future which he couldn't reach with such a battered body. He justified it with the mountain of dead bodies that had already piled up. Could he have stopped then, had it been fair to the warriors that had fallen for him? In the blink of an eye, the behelit presents itself in front of a destitute man and he has to make a decision. Then, is morality firm and resolute, or is it adjustable and bendable in favor of the avoidance of the real worldly truths? How many would actually be guts and not Wilde, Griffith or Ganishka?